I always find the opinions of some of the people in the Blitz player base absolutely crazy. For many years, I have been telling people that the Noob Matchmaker for sub 5,000 battle accounts is a thing. And for many years, people have been saying, oh, Noob Matchmaking isn't a thing, that's not real, that's a myth. Even though, just a couple months ago, Wargaming themselves made in a post that the Noob Matchmaker exists and is real. And anybody that has a sub 5k account instantly knows that they're being put into battles that are much, much easier. However, the crazy part is that people think press accounts have Noob Matchmaking as well. See, the account I'm on right now is 1,721 games. And some people believe that press accounts have Noob Matchmaking. This here's a great comment. Earlier today, I made a video on the Stritzvon 81, said it's a solid tank. And here's a comment that 5 people liked. But he plays in a sub 5,000 battle lobby because it's a press account. And basically any tank can perform good there. I'm not saying Droodles ain't good because he is. I'm saying that you can perform well in any tank on a sub 5k battle account. Well, you knew I was on a press account, but yet you still said I was in Noob Matchmaking. For anybody that is unaware, press accounts are accounts that Wargaming gives you to make content on. And press accounts do not have Noob Matchmaking. This is something Fatness has talked about. This is something that Canavro has talked about. This is something that basically any Blitz YouTuber has talked about. And it's still rather frustrating I have to say things like this when it should be fairly common sense. All you need to do is look at any of the games I play and see the people on my teams and see how many games they have. 42,000 battles, okay. Silencer, 58,000 battles. Smasher, 97,000 battles, 20,000 battles. Does that look like Noob Matchmaking? Because it's not. Noob Matchmaking has to be 5,000 battles and below. Let's make our way to the M60. We got a WZ113 player, 67% win rate, 20,000 games played, 25,000 games played, 10,000 battles played. Okay, let's make our way down to a VK45 game. All right, here we go. We got 48,000 games. We've got 46,000 games. We've got 15,000 battles. And you might say, oh, you're in platoon with Flossie, so that doesn't count. All right. Well, let's do a battle right now live in the Rhinocerante, and let's see what the amount of battles our team and the enemy team has by the time we finish. I'm not saying that people are going out of their way to act like skill is less important than it is, but if you're going to the extent to say that this person is getting rigged matchmaking and that's why they're doing well in a tank, then yeah, you're reaching. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know. Every time I make a video on a vehicle, there's always some goofy comment saying this or that. And, well, I try to shut some of them down. And this is one of those comments that I do want to shut down because there are so many people that try to say, oh, you got Noob Matchmaking on a press account. And that's just not the case. Now, my free-to-play accounts on EU, yes. I do have Noob Matchmaking on that because it's an account I created and it only has like 2,000 games. But when it comes to press accounts, that's not the case. So we are going to be making our way towards mid-flank here. We already have 2 players, an 11 player, which means we're already pretty confirmed not in a rigged battle, but we'll see. The enemy team's got some nasty, nasty vehicles. I'm going to poke this 57. We do get a bounce, and we're going to poke him again. There you go. 2 easy shots. What's really impressive is that our Foch is already dead. It's really, really unfortunate as well, but not much you can really do about that, right? Got the 268 in the back, and as much as I want to slam a shell into his vehicle, you're not able to do that as of right now. But that's fine. We have an E50 in our spawn for some reason. 268 shot. Got the Chieftain over here. We're going to poke this Chieftain, and we're going to not be able to hit him. Well, maybe we'll be able to hatch him. There you go. Nice 415, and let's poke again, and nice 446. Well, the Rhino's doing a decent job so far, getting out bleeds. All the things you want a Rhino to do, it is indeed doing. Alright, well we got the IS-7. I'm just going to climb up this hill if I can. There you go, beautiful. Just like that, we are now on top of the hill. In 2 seconds, we're going to have 2 more shots. Let's see if we can get 1 shell into the IS-7. 428, and let's aim in 1 more shell on the IS-7. 433. We are now just shy of 3,000 damage, and we have more effective DPM on single shot, but at the same time, if the IS-7 is going to sit there, we might as well wait for our second shell to reload. It's literally just free damage. So we're going to have to wait 2 more seconds, and we're going to poke this enemy IS-7, and we're going to get 1 pen into him right there. He manages to bounce the shell. We overpoke. We get a second shell. And just like that, we've brought what was a fairly healthy tank down to a one-shot. We are at 3,500 damage, and this was a pretty easy game for the most part. We have the enemy 268 wide. I'm going to reload. We got 4 more seconds left. They also have a Yag Tiger, which I do not know where he is. Is the 268 going to be looking at us? Honestly, I don't really care too much. We unfortunately bounce our shell on the Yag Tiger, but that's not too big of a deal. We're going to jump down and... oh, we're going to low roll the IS-7 because well, that's what I like doing. But thankfully, our teammate gets the clear. We're at 3,800 damage now. And all that's left is an enemy Yag Tiger. We're going to wait 6 seconds for our second shell to load into the vehicle, and then we are going to push this Yag. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and there is 1 shell into the Yag Tiger for 396, and a second shell into his tank for 427. We have 5 seconds left. We are probably going to out-reload. Never mind. Well, there you have it. There's a win. A pretty easy game. A good showcase of why the Rhino is such a good tank, right? The Rhino is just an absolutely fantastic vehicle. The gun, the armor, the DPM, everything about it is amazing. So, we blocked 1,460. We did 4,600 damage. So, let's take a look at our teammates. Let's see how many of them are under 5,000 games. Well, we got an 11,000 battle Super Conqueror. We have a 11,000 battle Type 68. We have a 10,000 battle Kampfpanzer. We have a 7,000 battle Alev player. We have a 22,000 battle Waffle. And a 15,000 battle NA player. The enemy team, 13,000 battles, 13,000 battles, 10,000 battles, 7,000 battles, 20,000 games, 48,000, and 7,000. Not a single player on either team was under 5,000 games. So, if you want to sit here and say I have noob matchmaking, that is simply copium, and it is not the case. If people continue to comment things like this, I don't know what to say. It's just you making excuses. But at the end of the day, no. Press accounts don't have noob MM, and I don't know. I shouldn't have to say things like this because I say it all the time on streams when people bring it up. It's rather irritating. If you would like to see the difference between noob matchmaking and the normal matchmaker, I've made my way over to my EU free-to-play account. And this account obviously features noob matchmaking because I only have about 2,000 games on it, which means that when we load into a battle, we are going to be given very, very easy matches. Okay, here we are on Mayan Ruins, and well, we're gonna see just how much easier this game indeedler is. We loaded in a little late, but that does make sense, as this is the first time I've hopped on to my EU account on a very long time, so it probably had to load in all the maps and everything, especially because I'm playing on Steam and I normally play on Windows. Okay, well, up against us, we have two 183s, which is rather Sag, IS-4, Progetto, Sheridan. Alright, well, we're going to go mid, but we can see that our team isn't. Maybe we're not going to go mid. I don't know, we don't really have a choice. I'm going to try and make my way over there. Because of the way I've gone, I'm kind of forced at this point to go here, but I think we'll be alright. Because usually bad teams always go to town. And there you go, we got the Sheridan actually spotted over here as well. So ideally we should be fine if we just move up right through here. Let's see, we got the IS-4 spotted. We're going to get right behind the IS-4. Hello, good sir, how you doing? And a bonk. There you go, 629 off of his tank. Ah, he shot the U-100. Interesting decision. Okay, well, U-100 is aiming in on his tank, and we are going to aim in ourselves. Oh, well, our shell missed anyway, so I guess it didn't matter. Okay, well, we reload. What a challenging game we have here, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at this. Look at the skill we are putting into this game here. Bonk. Ooh. Oh, yeah. You see the difference between normal MM and noob MM? The entire enemy team is in spawn, including their Progetto and their Sheridan. The VK-72 doesn't even notice, like, my existence here. We're just gonna... Oh, yeah. Very, very challenging stuff that's going on currently. I'm really breaking a sweat here. Alright, well, we've done 1,800 damage. We've assisted a bit. We got the 183 in the back. We got the Progetto. Well, might as well aim it on the Progetto. Hello. Oh, there goes 600 of your health. Alright, let's just keep going. Oh no, not a 183. You missed. Actually, you didn't even shoot me. Okay, well, we're just gonna make our way to the Progetto and the enemy 183 over here. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? Well, there you go. Well, Pretty lame ram, honestly. I thought that would do a bit more. V4 is not really, it's not really getting some crazy rams out. Apparently they have 3 tanks. I mean, we know where the Sheridan is. Where the heck's the enemy 183 and E4? We're going to make our way over towards where the heck they were. We've already assisted 1,500. We've probably dealt over 3k at this point. Oh, there's the enemy 183. Well, if he shoots me in the roof, he'll overmatch. Where the heck did my shot go? This is the only problem with the 268 version 4. The tank kind of sucks on its accuracy. When I say kinda, it does suck on its accuracy, which is obviously a bit of a downside. But we got a nice shot into the enemy 183, and now we back up. Alright, we got a little bit longer left on our reload. The E4 is in the back. We're just going to aim it on the E4 if we can. Hello. That was actually surprisingly close, to be honest. Oh, I got a text. Well, let's make our way into the front. E4 kills the 183. That's not my problem, though. Hello, Mr. E4, aiming it on your lower plate. Chunk, 745. Now we just wiggle. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. Oh, yeah. These are some really skilled players. I think my point has been proven. So let's take a look at the post-game results. First of all, we probably did about 4,000-ish damage, maybe more. I don't know. We just drove, so we didn't really do much that involves skill. Yeah, 4,400 damage, 1,300 assisted, or something like that. I don't know, nor do I really care. If we make our way over to the teams, let's take a look. 14,000 games, 3,000 battles, 5,000 battles, 4,000 battles, 20,000, and we got 3,000. Now, if you're wondering why there is the occasional 20,000 battles here, if you notice, this player has a 42% win rate. Essentially, if you are so bad at the game, Wargaming is actually putting you in the Noob Matchmaker. So that's why some of the players here have over 10,000 games, but they suck, so they're still being put in the Noob MM. We can see the enemy team, 2,000 games, 2,000 games, 7,000, 2,000, 4,000. As we can see, the majority of players on the enemy team and my team have under 5k games. And even the players that have over 5k are 40% win rate. Not even like close to 50, like legit like 42, 43% players. So yes, the new matchmaker does exist, and it does affect new accounts, but it does not affect press accounts, as we saw. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.